Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LAN Downunder 2022. My name is still random. I'm still here with Ro. We are going to go into Essentials versus, or not Essentials, Ascension versus Sandcastles fairly shortly, I believe. I believe there's like a lot of players on the server.
Yeah, we got players lining up.
Yeah. How are we feeling, Ro, going into this game? We just saw Witness Gaming destroy Pin Pals. Do you think we're gonna get a closer one this time? I'm hoping we get a closer.
Oh yeah, no. I would say if that's kind of been like the vibe so far, the Witness Gaming gamers going so hard, I imagine we're gonna get a lot of fun from the LAN underdogs coming out from everywhere else. Got these players from Ascension and from them all lined up and ready to go here. Basically, we can run down the rosters real quick if you got that. We're on Snakewater as well. Lovely.
Yeah, so Ascension, real quick, we've got Phoenix and Smazza on Scout, Shine, Fez, Roman Pocket, Cobra on Demo, and then Arena on Medic. Going to be honest, they're going to show us in the server with their amazing gameplay. Sandcastles.
In fact, we're going live.
Yes, Sandcastles, obviously, we saw them play earlier. They lost 6-1 to the Sneaky Snakes, but we are live as we're going into middle already. Cobra just kind of doing a little bit of a rollout. There we go. Seems like neither team is really electing to play top so far, as there we go. Finally one soldier on the right side here, as Shy is going in very, very quickly on to the enemy medic, unfortunately. But I mean, they eventually get the kill on the Ella, but there's so much damage coming across. These scouts are doing and putting in so much work, and Fez ends up going down. Those two scouts, man, King Brendan and Mumu, wowee.
Yeah, that was a lot of a mess of a mid-fight. You love to see the bloody splatters everywhere, knowing it's a good one. And with both medics going down, that is going to mean that most players are just going to be, at the very least, holding on to the second. But Rabu's kind of poking and peeking. Brandon not too far behind. Shy also not too shy away from moving on to this point as a sniper, representing Australians very nicely here. Trying to show what Australia has to show. Does not find his opening there in the grass, but does manage to dissuade the rest of the players. So Smazza and the rest of the crew from Ascension are getting all set up and primed for their defense. And hopefully Rabu's getting ready for this bomb here.
He's gonna maybe attempt something through window, but it's really difficult to get in, especially with where Smazza is standing at the moment, just building up on that balcony area. Rabu actually goes in, but he gets bounced by a soldier, and unfortunately, he just doesn't really get any damage. It's Reina, no! But he drops because the other soldier's just in, manages to find the frag. It's Fez, and that is a giant advantage now for the red side. Fez is sitting in his own sword, trying to really, honestly, they're going to want to get into mid here. So, I mean, essentially, they have a giant advantage, right? Or actually, no, they have a giant disadvantage, rather. But they also have this sniper here in Shy. Going to want to try and find something, but it's difficult right now, right? I mean, Sandcastles, they have a giant advantage, but where do you go here? Do you go choke? Maybe you do. Honestly, it's not that many players rather in that position at the moment. So many players to roll to go out. We can see how passively Ascension are playing already in their lobby. Can't really contest this. Just waiting for their sniper, but Fez doing decent damage here. So much damage, actually. Both soldiers, second soldier almost gets taken down, but it's a kill from Cobra onto Mumu as well. King Brendan still capping this point, and this Zuba is an absolute disaster. They haven't found anything with it. Chimes gets deleted in lobby by Fez, and now, I mean, they're going to try to send seconds to Sandcastles, but it's so difficult. They've lost so many players. Zuba was a disaster, and it's another frag. They've found so many. Ascension are back in the round.
Yeah, Sandcastle getting crumbled by the waves of players coming through here, not really finding any footing, and that kind of, you know, being cut out ever so slightly, taking a lot of bit of splash damage and everything, definitely going to catch you off guard. So now we got Ascension turning the tables, making their way forward here. They have the Uber, and they've got the numbers. The numbers are now all, well, now the respawns have been up, but when you've got that Uber advantage, you can just start making your way through this saw, this chokehold, to clear out the way for the rest of your team. We do see it. Oh, the forward spawn sniper! He's going for it. Was not strong enough, though. Meanwhile, in the back end, Fez just doing a number on these players. Taking out two of his own. The bomb comes in from, I believe that was Ravu. Was not able to find the frag they were looking for here.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, right? He really wants to get that force onto Reyna, but unfortunately, not really able to find the rockets now. They're just going to push into last. Sandcastles, they don't really have players. Normally, you'd see a heavy here, but they just don't really have time to set it up. Mumu, finally, you're going to find a little bit of a frag here, but as Ella gets taken down, Cobra is on point, alone pretty much. Doesn't really have a team with him. The medic is not healing Reyna, and now it's Cobra, 8 HP, with pipes, and manages to find the frags. Ascension now are up 1-0. That is a really nice comeback, managing to get that kill onto Ella, and then unfortunately for Sandcastles, they just kind of got rolled into second. No real contest for them. Trying to go for the sack, they just don't get it.
Nothing more satisfying than being a demo man on 6 HP, life in your hands, and you go for a pipe and don't die to the splash damage to win the round. Now at this next mid, though, we'll see if this demo has a little bit better time spotting things out. Chimes, though, on the other side of the map, can be doing some early damage, catching these players. Not really anyone going forward. Finally, both soldiers, Rabu and a team of Ants in their prime, managed to try and do their best, but instantly get taken down here. Cobra and the rest of the squad making their way forward here, and Fez and the follow-up from Shy is going to completely catch out this Saw escape route, and Smazza is looking for another frag on the way out, grabs the soldier in the grass, and then one more face-to-face with a scout, but King Braden does manage to get that win overall, and that's going to be a little bit better for them. But one little ace in their sleeve is this sniper. Ooh. Couldn't make it happen. Shy keeping the pressure on. Gonna go for a ballsy market gardener right out the spawn door.
No, he
grabs Chimes the demo man, and Red is now with not enough defensive power here. This could be a complete rollover without the demo up.
That is disgusting. Out of Shy that still leads the enemy team. He kept them on last for so long, and then finding those follow-up kills as well. The bomb in the Saw was really good, and then just the bomb in onto the demo man as well. You can see how aggressively Ascension are now playing it. The Uber comes in, but they haven't actually found that many fractures to signal onto Mumu. Not quite enough here. Fez now is going to back off at least slightly. There's a kill onto Brendan, but there we go. Fenix traded in return, means they should just walk back into second. I'm not really sure they can contest anymore. There's just not enough damage here. Fez on the high ground as well. He's going to try to shoot down the demo, but he's taking so much damage here, and there's no real room for Ascension in on second anymore. You can see they're just going to get bombed in, and it's so difficult for them now. Demo wants to go for something. Chimes is not able to find anything, and neither is the Soldier either. They're actually Ascension. They're finding these frags. They're getting Sandcastles to overextend a little bit. No demo man for them now. It means that as soon as Ascension get their soldiers up, they should be looking to recontest this. They can, at the very least. Maybe they don't, actually. Never mind. The demo's going to be up. It's going to be fine. Maybe they shouldn't recontest. Don't listen to me. I'm just a European.
We're just going to get a smiles on these players that they're getting ready, geared up for this next potential of an opening, right? They're going to get their soldiers ready. But actually, it's the opposite side. We're seeing Sandcastles deciding they want to go for something here. They're getting a little antsy up in the forward of the saw room here. And there's not too much eyes on it. They're going to turn the corner. Okay, no. Playing nice and slow and careful. Chimes not overextending. Backing up. Very good. Very good. No. Getting a little damage there. Just one little misstep, especially with these small corridors, and it could be the end. It could be a disaster. And not only do you lose second, you lose the round. So a lot of potential here. There is the initiation though coming from the soldier through the window.
Oh. It's gonna bomb in onto bridge, does decent damage. Ella actually jumps really low there, only about 40% HP, but this is kind of the mystery of, like, how do you possibly push into Snakewater second when it's even Ubers? I think it's not the cleanest answer, but they've managed to find 2 kills. Ella got dropped really low, but the force is coming out. Both teams are using it right now, but Sandcastles, they haven't managed to find a way on mid, and Fez has found another kill onto the scout. Doesn't quite get flashed, and now there's just a crunch in Saw. Ella is dead already. The follow-up frag's gonna come out because the Ascension scouts are going to run forward. Mumu not quite hitting his shots in choke, and I mean, there we go. So many frags now. It's a big advantage for Raymond here as well. They should be looking to take a lobby, take a last maybe already. It's 2 players down, still no medic. They could just walk in right side should they want to.
They're going to play it safe. They're opting to go for this build-up, maybe poke and prod a little bit. You know, when it's Snakewater last, you can't just walk in with numbers and heals. Sometimes there's a sentry or a heavy, and it's just quite not enough to punch through, so they're just going to make sure they have this full advantage, make it happen. Rabu peeking from lower, Mike caught out here if he's not careful. Mumu finishing up a little bit of building for their own. Raiden very desperately waiting for an arrow so he can peek one last time. Desperate one shot onto the poor demo, just walking into it. And now the rest of the players are desperately making this play with the Uber. Gonna grab at least a couple kills here, including the medic, which is a very important one. Fenix, though, on the back end, gonna take out that sniper who did boom their own demo, but that's not gonna be enough for this round. Is quickly going in the favor of Ascension. They're just grabbing every single pick. This demo respawns, and finally it's over. 2-0. Very slow, very methodical.
Yeah, Sandcastles, I mean, they managed to find a really nice headshot there onto Cobra, but unfortunately it's just not enough. As the rest of Ascension say, okay, no, Demo Man, we're just going to push anyway. And they managed to kind of make it happen. I mean, it was pretty good stuff out of them. They found their talent kills. That kill into Ella pretty much immediately made the fight so much better for them. So now Shy into enemy kitchen this time around. This is always a fun middle to try and play around with, but there's decent damage actually. The soldiers out of the red side, Sandcastles, they're doing a lot of work, but the crunch out of the Shy is just down. Unfortunately, that is so many dead red team members as they are all just going to fall down. Shy is, I mean, he's having a hell of a game so far, carrying the middle, carrying a couple of rounds already, and he's still just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, we do like to see the soldiers that do their job right and also get a couple kills along the way, right? You hope that your roamers and your soldiers can do the kind of openings that Shy has been doing so far, and it's been excellent. Ravu on that sniper was trying to get a little bit of eyes on something, did not opt for it. We do see now the Uber's ready. They're going to be going forward in this lobby at any moment, potentially lower. They do get called out here by Ravu. Does manage to jump away, taking a lot of damage though. They're going to just take it straight through lower, which I do like. They have eyes on the gun, so they're going to get it down as quickly as they can. Follow-up is locking out the players. They just need to get on time. Cap, Scout, you got to go to the point. No, get the left side. The Scouts are just playing defense. Finally, they get the cap off. Scouts playing left, Demo playing right, and then they finally meet in the middle.
I feel like, honestly, that was not too bad. I mean, yes, they didn't play the cap, but they got so many frags instead that eventually, I mean, it's very easy to cap the point when there's 0 players alive in the enemy team, right? I mean, the damage is coming out of Ascension. They seem to just be, I mean, honestly, so far, I've just been looking a lot of Shy. I'm a soldier main myself, so it kind of makes sense. That's who I look at, but I mean, it's so difficult for Sandcastles to really be in this fight, right? Chimes has just not been able to really get anything working right now. The soldiers doing such a good job of shutting him down, the aggression coming out of them as well. And this time around on mid, you can see they want to go top, but the spam is so huge. I mean, Ravu, he just can't really make anything happen. Neither can the other soldiers well. And because Shy is now bombing in, actually don't find the frags. There we go. Scouts find 1 kill into Chimes, but there we go. Finally, Sandcastles, they've managed to take the mid-fight as Rima is alive. So is Ella. Ravu now, he's going to try to go in, but look at how far back Ella is. Gets caught out in cheese, but somehow Ravu hasn't found the second rocket. It's one soldier. Rima finally goes down. But that's such a commitment for the medic here. No soldiers now means that Sandcastles, they have to be careful trying to get into second here. There's no soldiers for them makes it a lot easier for Ascension to just sack 1 or 2 team members. Have to be careful now. Look out.
But the benefit of the no medic means that there's no heals to worry about. They can't really peek too aggressively, so the cap is all but theirs. They'll get their forward spawns. The players are going to be locking it in. Ravu now quickly making it to the scene. And Sandcastle, we've got a double sniper with Smaza Fenix. All sightlines are looking for the next double headshot. Potentially grabbing 1 or 2 players. Oh, fully charged body shot. Not going to be able to make something happen there. Mumu getting very aggressive from lower. They're just going for it. They're going to use the Uber right away. The players on the left side, Scout straight to the point. I love this, Mumu. You're great, but you gotta watch out for those demos because Cobra is still live and ready. And now the rest of the players have just backed up. There it is. It was all a distraction play. Make them think we're losing. Come right back to the point. Sandcastle taking a. Oh no, what is the? There we go. Is it 2? Is it 2-1 or 3-1? I'm pretty sure it's
3-1.
Oh, it is 3-1. Okay.
Yes, that's a really important round for Sandcastles. There's still a lot of time to play for here. 17 minutes. It's totally, like, they can totally come back from this, right? Only being 2 rounds down, 17 minutes. So, teams have gotten, like, they've come back from a lot worse now. So back on this middle here, as neither team really going for the aggression this time. They're kind of taking it pretty slowly here. Cobra just shooting stickies and pipes across the point, but he's taking a lot of damage here. The soldier bombs is so passive, as they're just kind of trading high ground here. Fenix is doing a lot of work, but there we go. There's decent damage onto Chime. It's now coming out of Cobra. But, I mean, there's just not enough damage. Red team eventually, they just have to relinquish all their positioning. It's 1 kill out of Smazza on to a soldier, and Ravu down very weak as well. Means that maybe, honestly, Ascension, they might just look to push this through grass. It looks like they're jumping through window already, and there's no real red team members to try and hold this at all. All the way in lobby already. You have to walk back here.
We do see Fez was able to get really aggressive on the left side of this lobby, call things out for his team. Demo's getting out right side, watch out for the Sticky's barrel. They do go away, so now the rest of the team is going to be making their way into this lobby, potentially making this for a really aggressive push. Both teams have Uber though, so it's going to be an even exchange no matter what goes down. But right now the positioning is all in the hands of, well, actually Red right now. They've got the sniper, Braden, trying to get this lineup. Almost had eyes on the medic, but didn't make it happen. Shy trying to get forward down. There's no one on this last, so there's a little bit of a boost going straight for the medic. Not going to be enough, though. Finally gets taken down. Trades 1 for 1. Oh, and then there, finally.
Okay.
Fenix was the follow-up. That was what I was wondering what was happening. It looked like Fenix was still alive. One pipe takes him out, though.
Yeah, okay, so now Sandcastles, they have 2 frags, and I'm wondering, what do they do with this, honestly? It's so hard to push out onto Snakewater second. You can see how apprehensive Chimes is being. Really doesn't want to peek too far, but I mean, you want to get in onto Reyna here, right? You see what Reyna's playing, just on this pack, and it's such a difficult position to really bomb in. There's a spy and a sniper coming
2
out
whole
here.
spies, 1 on each team.
Oh. Do you think they know about each other? Surely, right? You can see where Chimes is shooting
You've got
pipes.
plenty of time during the walkout that you can call it out.
Oh.
Just really gave that back into the follow-up. Oh man, I wonder if he called out that there was another spy, because there was an awkward decloak during that that last-ditch effort revolver, but the rest of the red squad are moving their way forward. Sandcastle has to make this opportunity to push forward, not leave themselves vulnerable to the shy spy. A little bit of a bomb from... Oh, that's the back cap play.
Oh no! No! We thought it was good when they just managed to go in, get that medic drop, right, with the backstab, but unfortunately, Shy just does one better and says, you might kill my medic, I'll just win the round. He just walks in, gets the spy back cap, and there we go. It's 4-1 now for Ascension.
You want my medic? Take it. It's yours. But Snakewater, I will burn to the ground.
That is unfortunate for Sandcastle here. It's definitely a little bit of a tilter. This time around, King Braden once again just sitting up on this high ground, but the soldier rockets on to Ravu there and his soldier friend as well. It's so difficult for them to really get in. You can see he just doesn't get to go anywhere. Immediately spammed out by Ascension, and the counter aggression just comes across. They lose their soldiers, and then they lose the rest of their team. Shy and Fez are deleting them on these middles. They play the high ground so slowly. They just don't go up. They sit on the low ground, they shoot rockets onto the enemy soldiers, and the enemy soldiers just get baited in and can't do anything.
I gotta give credit to Cobra though, because a lot of that was the damage he was able to initiate from the sticky spams over the top, do those early little hits, 1s and 2s, and then that makes it a little bit easier for these rockets to one-shot, even 2-shot, when they go for those bombs. Now they make their way forward here on the right side. They got the cap on blast. They move straight forward. They're looking at some players. Not seeing a lot though, because the counter river comes out just fine, keeps some players alive. The team of Ants in their prime sitting on top of it finally gets taken out here. The rest of Ascension is slowly collapsing on the last players left. It's looking really good for them. It's just a demo on the right, scout main. 2 shots takes care of that. Smazza looking for his 3rd and final 4th kill. Does manage to get a little help from Fenix to clean that up, and it's a 5-1. 1 more round to go, and it's all over. 12 minutes on the clock. Where was Sandcastle from 3 rounds ago?
It seems like Ascension, they've just managed to wrestle control back into this game, right? I mean, they were down that 1 round. Sandcastle, they managed to take it, but now, through that spy play, through those couple of minutes, and they are squarely back in control of it.
At this next mid, we do see the scout trying to make an initiation here, but both red soldiers are making their way forward for a very fast, aggressive bomb. Sandcastle doing much better this time around. A little bit of help from the double man. He's throwing in some stickies, some pipes, a little bit of follow-up from Shy trying to make the escape. But it's looking a little bit better for the Chasers at this time. Catches out Shy, was not able to do much more than that. Move finishing this cap, and Reyna might be able to make the grand escape, but we don't know for sure. There's some very good aggression coming out from Chimes, getting very far forward, but not going to be enough to go into this last. At least they're going to grab this second, though. And they still technically should have an ad. They should know that they have the ad because there was a disconnect, but they're not building. So Sandcastle might miss their window here.
It's, I mean, yeah, I think they probably just can't even push here, right? At this point, when you start having to look at the timer, it gets harder and harder for Sandcastle to come back into this game, because at this point you have to get 4 rounds in 12 minutes. And that is not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. We have seen it happen before, obviously. But it's a difficult comeback to make, and they honestly don't really have that much time. at this point to really sit back, and even Ubers like this, it's a question, what do they do? Where do they go? Soldier goes in and just immediately taken down there by Stickies out of Cobra. Shy is trying to make a return kill onto Bridge, but unfortunately he fails his jump, and that means he's going to have to run right back to last. And this is where we start asking ourselves the question of how do you break an Uber stalemate into
well, I think with that
loss.
Shy death, I'm very quickly going to be seeing potentially a defensive spy play. Team of Ants is not going for it at this moment. Not going for their own aggressive spy play, but Shy will be up in just a moment. The number of advantages is in their hands, but they don't want to go off just a single frag pick. And there it is. What did I say? Checking things out. Not necessarily going out, just making eyes, keeping eyes out. But you see aggression coming out from Ravu, try to get a little bit of ground here. Does manage to make a quick escape to his death. Quick escape to the respawn. By taking that damage here, but a follow-up soldier, Team of Ants, did manage to get up and meet, but did not finish up any of the damage that was done. Shy committing to it now, can be rotating around, calling eyes out. I'm not sure if it's Cloak and Dagger or Invis Watch, so time is ticking. It does need to be Cloak and Dagger.
Yep.
This initiation is good though, they distract the play here.
He's in, he actually decloaks it, he's back, but I think he's been spotted by the medic, and there we go, just get shot all over the place. Is actually, maybe, doesn't get found here. King Brayden, finally, with the pistol, manages to take him down. So now Ravu, positioning himself over onto this flank, trying to maybe get in, but there's so many players just staring down at him as the Soldier's bomb tries to come in, but there we go. I mean, the sentry gun just shuts down so much, and unfortunately, Ravu as well ends up cratering. So now they've sacked 2 soldiers. They haven't really managed to find anything. And a team event in their prime is apparently the official name of that soldier, which is insane to me. I can't believe this.
It's an excellent roleplay for sure. The Team of Ants working all the different keys. Could get some really precise C-taps going on, you know? But now they're deciding to put away the gunboats and put on the sappers and the knives.
Yeah, okay, so the Ants are now on Spy. They're maybe going to try and head over. I wonder, do you go for the sentry gun hill here? Just go in, sap the gun, and then sack 2 soldiers in from somewhere? Rather, looks like maybe that's the angle they might want to take here. Positioning himself in low already, but look at where Rain is standing, just on that fence. Makes it really, really difficult to bomb in and try to get onto that medic. But Ravu actually is just going to end up getting taken down, and so is the Team of Ants. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of... I mean... What's the thing called used to like kill ants? It's like there's like a powder you put in the ant thing, and then the ant hives, and they just kind of die. So
not
the
sure
comes
about
out
that
here.
I'm not quite sure.
I think it might be a European thing.
Maybe
call
it
it
is,
European thing.
Meanwhile,
Smaz is gonna
Smaz
Timmy
is-
2-shot
Yeah, beautiful
Team
little
Brayden,
meets.
and yeah, that Uber judge. Wowee.
Yeah, both teams exchanged there very quickly on the bridge. Was not able to make anything happen with it. Just kind of grabbed the ground. And that's a little bit more favorable for Ascension here to try and close out this match. The respawns are up, but we have actually some players on the midpoint, if I'm not mistaken. Rabu on the escape. They don't want to commit. It's one Team of Ants going straight for the med. It's a nice little 75 rocket. The source are going to be way too clean to make the escape and not get caught out by the last of it. Shy now moving forward with the aggression. Ready to initiate some ground here. 1-2 pickups was nice. Fez just kind of on a rampage here. Making his way now with the rest of the squad. They're going to be moving forward. Ascension taking through the saw. There's no one left on second. As far as I can see, they're kind of backing out with 2 players down. It's not good enough. They're going to be playing on their last. It's going to be pretty much all up in the hands of Ascension's aggression here. With even numbers and even movers, they got all the cards. What they play first.
I think it's interesting, right? Maybe, I mean, that's sort of playing through what's shut out already. I think probably what we will end up seeing is a little bit of a Shy sack. We kind of have seen that already. It seems to be their go-to players, sort of Fez and Shy, taking matters into their own hands. I mean, but they're gonna have to figure out some way to get in. A kill onto Ravu from Shy is a decent start here. That's 1 soldier less for Sandcastles, and that makes it a lot harder for them to hold. And it gives Ascension an opportunity to try to get in, but from where is the question. Drop down maybe immediately. It's just a Shy bomb in against the force out of Elo. That's huge for Ascension. They're already back on second here, just gonna wait this Uber out, come back in with a giant advantage.
Yeah, this is all that she wrote. There's very little that you can do against this when you're on Snakewater. Snakewater has a lot of power in its defensive nature, the way the layout is spread out. But right now, with only a sniper and a heavy, no engineer, could be very dicey for the rest of Sandcastle. Pull off this defense right now. The plays coming from lower. Castle trying to clear stickies, very, very weary. You're just going to use right away straight for the point. Nice damage on the soldier. Might fall down immediately. Does go down. Pushing out the players on the right side, but the aggression comes right back. Mugu's not letting down at all. That's Manza with ease. Fenix on the left side, trying to catch out this medic or soldier. They are rotating over to the right side here. Double falls immediately to the bombing soldier, looking very good for the rest of the squad. Sandcastle is down to a last-ditch effort by the medic to stop the point, and I'm all but certain that's the end of the round. There we go. 6-1. Very back and forth overall, but definitely a dominant performance from Ascension, another sponsored team, 2-1.
Wow, what a game that was. We are live here at Genesis Esports Arena with a team of ants in their prime. How are you going today?
Oh, I'm going great. It's really fun meeting everyone, even if we do get occasionally.
Wait, a team of ants is not a team of ants. I'm so upset.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it's just like fun meeting everyone and hanging out and just playing. Like just playing next to the people you're playing with is so it's such a different energy. It's so much fun.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And Smazza, 6-1, rough start of the day when you were going with the Memories team. Seemed like you guys started to heat up a bit at the end, get some momentum.
Yeah, so, I mean, we weren't really expecting to beat the Memories team, but I felt like it was a close game at the start, and then it kind of seemed to snowball because we were kind of running out of time and we had to force plays that we didn't really want to make. But, you know, just came off a 6-1, beating the Ants team, so that was definitely a goal of ours to beat this team.
You know, congratulations, guys. We've been informed that there's been a few substitutions going on with the games today. Have you guys had any stand-ins come in, or are you one of the more blessed teams?
Well, our original roster had Gus on Roma, but he got COVID like Tuesday or something.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah. We just made like a looking for player. We need someone, and Shy stepped up, so we took Shy.
Yeah, no, nice, man. Yeah. That's good.
Absolutely, and some of the bombs, especially from your soldiers, I've seen the Shy bombs, pretty powerful. And it's, how's your team trying to deal with those?
Just mainly by killing them before they do lots of damage and killing our players. That's our general strategy. It involves a lot of yelling at Chimes and a lot of yelling at Max. But it's fine because I pretty much always midi them, so it's pretty easy, honestly. Even though we didn't manage to pull it off every time. But yeah, anyway. It was fun. We actually also had a lot of subs because we were going to play. Our original roster was going to be me, Mumu, Ravu, Cool Dad, Pengster, Brayden. Except Cool Dad got COVID a few days before LAN, and then literally on Thursday, I think, or Friday, Pengster texted us to say that he got the flu, so he also can't come. So we had Chimes and Max come in clutch to rescue us from what could have been a bad situation.
That's devastating, man. Like Pengster, he's such a, like watching him play over the years, I've noticed he's such a crucial player on so many rosters that he's been on. And to find out that, a couple days before that he's not going to be coming, like I would have been freaking out. Yeah. But, you guys seem to be keeping it together pretty well. So,
Especially
good job on
very
that.
lucky that Max, able to play demo, was at the event, was able to play and not already on a team.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think everyone on our team is sort of able to play like a lot of classes. Like Chimes can just like play a demo. Like we're all kind of like a lot of us are like pug players, so we kind of just end up like learning a lot of other classes. So it wasn't too bad. We kind of knew that we'd be able to get some subs, like people playing, like not playing or something like that. So we weren't too stressed, but yeah, it's not ideal.
Speaking of playing a lot of different classes, saw a fair few spy off classes. What was the theory with that? Obviously, it worked out. I saw Platinum, I think it was.
Yeah. So Shy seems to love off-classing. We can't really stop her at this point, but it seems to be working. Sniper, spy. We even had 2 snipers at one point. You might have caught that, but that was just a miscom. Fenix got shouted out for that one. So yeah, the off-classes are working. Ahmed got backstabbed, and then our spy back-capped. And it seems that both spies didn't seem to check each other.
Bro,
okay,
no, you don't even want to know. I saw your spy cloak. I was like, I killed your med and then backstabbed, and then I was like, sorry, I killed your med with a backstab, and then saw your spidey cloak, and I was like, guys, they have a spy. The spy's gonna go for the fucking back cap. If our med isn't dead, they're going for the back cap. They're going for the back cap, and then when we got back capped, I hear someone, I don't remember who. I heard someone in our comms saying, why isn't our Roma watching that when I'm the one who went on spy? So yeah, I think that's my team's fault right there, frankly.
That's right. Hopefully, better luck as the games continue.
Yeah.
We'll throw over to a lunch break pretty soon. We got a couple of shout outs for sponsors.
Thank you very much to our sponsors, Kixelite Servers, Marketplace.tf, also Genesis Esport Arena. You know, they've been supporting us since 2019. So it's always great to see, you know, everyone helping out these grassroots esport campaigns. And, yeah, you know, big shout outs to Oz Fortress and, yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.